good evening and welcome back to EduSkills OET Made Easy. Our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. If you are watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing to the channel, give us a thumbs up if you like our work, and share to your contacts so that we reach out to maximum number of OET aspirants, especially those who are financially struggling to crack OET. All the services at EduSkills are free of cost. We don't charge for any of our services. And if you need any further details, please look into the description. All the details and the links of the previous Zoom session recordings are given below. And today we are looking into OET reading part B. We have been looking into different types of text that we have in reading part B. Today we'll be dealing with part B, notice. Whenever you see a notice, or as we said, the guideline also has got a structure, you have to visualize as if you are planning to attend this program. And as we get into sample 5, part B, question number 1. Let's check. This is a notice. According to the notice, the course is only available to nurses who. So which question it answers? Who are eligible, right? According to the notice, the course is only available to nurses, particular group of nurses. Not all the nurses, particular group of nurses. Try to understand for whom is the course. Okay, keep smiling and interact, okay? According to the notice, the course is only available to nurses who, particular group of nurses. First one, wish to apply for a hospital internship. So what is the hedging word?
Hospital internship.
Hospital internships, okay. Then?
Pay for course.
Yes.
Pay for the course.
Pay for the course means fees. Those who are prepared to pay for the course. Then?
Employed
in a related field. So coming to the topic sentence, do you have any clue here? The aim of the course is to prepare experienced registered nurses working in emergency, primary care and walk-in environments to provide high level of autonomous care for patients presenting with minor trauma. That is the topic sentence. So for whom is the training? Any idea you got from your reading?
Registered nurses working within emergency.
Registered nurses?
Working with emergency,
emergency.
primary care and walk-in environments.
Is there any similar option in the question?
Employed related field.
Option C.
C.
Okay. Do you see? Therefore, only applications from registered nurses working in a nursing role on a permanent basis in a relevant area. What is the synonymous expression of relevant area?
Related field.
Related field. So that is relevant area. And their place will need to be funded by whom?
By the organization.
Funded by
the
Organization.
So should they be prepared to pay the fees?
No.
That is eliminated. And do they speak something about a hospital internship? So here it says no longer be an additional clinical placement. There is no hospital internship available. So that also can be eliminated. All these eliminations are not required, as we know the thing. This is only for the practice purpose. So you know how easy it is. The clue is here. Registered nurses working within emergency, primary care and walk-in environments provide a high level of autonomous. And again, it is therefore. It is repeated only applications from registered nurses working in a nursing role on a permanent basis in a relevant area. Okay, so let's check into the structure of this one. So this is the notice. You have the heading first. Then you have who is organizing and what is the program. Then you have for whom. Topic sentence speaks. For whom is the program. And the question is on the topic sentence. For whom is the program. Why? Aim or purpose of the course also is mentioned in the topic sentence. Then you have course structure, the ENP minor injury course structure. Then you have for whom, repeated. Again, the whole thing is repeated. The topic sentence, it says for whom, again it says for whom at the end. So it is repeated. The answer is stressed and repeated. Okay, at the end says funding or payment by whom. That is B option, are prepared to pay for the course themselves. They need not pay for the course because the organization will be paying for it. So easy it is, provided you visualize, understand the text. So sample 5, part B, text 2, question 2. Okay, hope you got the answer. The guideline about breast pumps. What are the
A,
hedging
father,
words?
restrict,
Restricts the removal, then operating
Operating
instructions,
instructions,
then
indications,
times of unavailability.
Availability.
now here it says in the first part, all patient areas that care for infants of expressing or breastfeeding mothers have been allocated electric breast pumps. These should stay on the allocated ward. These should stay. This means
breast
breast
pumps.
pumps
Breast pumps.
should
Stay.
stay on their allocated ward. Restrict their removal.
Yes.
This is a paraphrasing, right?
Yes, father.
That's what I said. If you understand the topics and it's the main allocated area, you need not read the whole thing. Okay, there is no operating systems mentioned at all. How to operate, how to switch it on, how to switch it off. Nothing is mentioned. And about unavailability also they have mentioned. So it's clear, right?
Yes, father.
Yes, father. Yes, father.
If you have no
Father, yes,
distractions, set it back.
Got it.
We go to the third one. Okay, what are the hedging words? What are they supposed to do when a patient is discharged? And here, A option,
Check the clarity.
A option, aftercare
Aftercare
instructions.
instruction.
B,
Yes,
liaise,
Yes.
with other
Other
health professionals. Then patient data.
Other option A for me.
So,
They
LCMS must ensure that
all
all
requirements
relevant
of
documentation is complete and accurate.
facilitate and safe discharge
yeah,
are
this
in place.
this is a problem that you should be very careful. This is not the right answer. There is a scale expression. The registered nurse must ensure that all relevant documentation is complete and accurate. All relevant documentation. As nurses, you know, when you have a discharge, it's only the documents means only aftercare instructions, or what else is included in the documents when you discharge?
Referrals
Before
and
appointments.
appointments.
Referrals, revisits,
Appointments.
medications,
Admission procedure.
managements. So all these are included when you say nurses must ensure that all relevant documentation is complete and accurate. This says all, but the option A says only one.
Oh,
Do you get me?
yes, Father.
This is the trick they play in almost every material. You will have these type of questions. As nurses, you should visualize. Is it only aftercare instructions when you discharge a patient? That's the only document you have? No.
No.
You have so many other documents, right?
Yes. Yes, Father.
Yeah. So that can never be the option. All is not one. All is
yes,
not
father.
One.
one. And not only for this material, work out this type of materials and write down and understand why this is wrong. Otherwise, it seems you can suddenly go there. Okay, that's not the thing. And accessibility to patient data.
Last line, father.
They
They
must
ensure
ensure
That
all
all
requirements.
requirements to facilitate a safe discharge are in place.
This may include
It may
dressing,
include
medication,
dressing,
and
medication, and
equipment.
any equipment.
Is it patient data? Dressings,
No.
medication,
No,
and
father.
equipment? No.
No,
The whole text doesn't speak anything about patient data.
Patient
Data.
data. Yes, father.
It doesn't speak anything about patient data. This is not given in the text.
Option B.
Patient data means the details about the patient history and all those things, you know, patient history and other things, everything, whatever the diagnosis was done, all those details.
Diagnose.
So liaise with the
Other
Other health
health professionals is the only one left. Let's check. Is there any possibility? Now you see,
relevant on
relevant. See, relevant, if required, relevant, onward referrals are made. What does it mean? Referral to whom? Some other health professional, right? You don't refer to the mechanical engineer. Okay. Referrals are always to other
Health
health
professionals.
professionals. Okay. Other health professionals.
And also booking of future outpatient appointments also other. So B is correct.
Yeah. Again, you should act as a point of contact and conduit for effective communication for all members of the multidisciplinary team. Does it include other health professionals than you? Again, it speaks, as I said, repeats. The answer is repeated again. See, when there is a policy, then when you are supposed to do something, there is a structure. So this is clear. Let's get into the structure of this particular type. Heading is registered nurse. What are the responsibility? 1, ensuring advice on discharge is provided to patients. 2nd, relevant onward referrals are made. 3rd, booking of future outpatient appointments. 4th, all relevant documentation is complete and accurate. Versus aftercare instruction, option A, general versus particular. 5th responsibility of the nurse, handover of patient's assessment and ongoing care needs. 6th one, day-to-day coordination of discharge. 7th one, act as a point of contact and conduct for effective communication for all members of the multidisciplinary team. In this A1 here, 4th option, other options are not mentioned here in 3 options, right? That speaks about patient data, aftercare instruction, and liaise with the other health professionals. Only the B1 is given, and A1 is given to make you understand that you are competent to understand the general statement and a particular statement. All and one. Sometimes they will say all and many. Sometimes they will say all and some. Sometimes they will put all and two. Sometimes all and one. Always beware of this particular strategy where you'll be tricked. So just let's see these 3 options. See, this 4th option is A1. Check the clarity of aftercare instructions. But we said that is not the same. Both the statements are not same. One is general, text speaks general, and the option A speaks particular. And liaise with other health professionals. That is in the topic sentence, as well as 7th instruction, responsibility of the nurse. Okay, that's cool. Hope you are not tired, right? Exhausted?
No.
Not father.
You have the stamina to go on
Go.
Yes, Father.
and read. Yes. The notice, again, you have the notice, right? Provides information about, okay, we call it about question, about potential dangers. Hedging words, dangers. Next,
Precautions.
precautions, inserting NGT, precautions to be followed, dangers, potential dangers. So any idea? Very fact, by inserting nasogastric tube, very fact, it begins with that statement. It says inserting is over. They are going to speak after inserting what is going to happen. See, by inserting a nasogastric tube, you are gaining access to the stomach and its contents. The insertion is over. You are already inserted. You are gaining access to the stomach and its contents. Now you are going next step. This enables you to drain gastric contents. What does it speak? Can you eliminate using this by inserting an nasogastric tube? The timeline, can you eliminate any option?
Yes,
C.
Father.
C option.
Yeah, C option can be eliminated because it is speaking about technique of inserting. Inserting is already over. We are speaking
Father.
the stage after insertion. So that timeline is also important. Most of the time you have this technique being used. Now, potential dangers. Do they speak anything about dangers?
No.
Mobility and all those things. So all positive things are said, right?
Yeah.
The potential for contact with a patient's blood-body fluids while starting an NG is present and increases with the experience of the operator. Gloves must be used. What does this speak?
Father.
Precautions.
Yeah, clearly precaution, right? Gloves must be worn while starting an NG, and if the risk of vomiting is high, the operator should consider face and eye protection as well as a gown. So precautions. So what is the answer?
B is the correct.
B.
Precautions. Yeah. First one, danger is not given. Third one, versus text after inserting. Okay. Third one speaks about before inserting, but the text starts with the after insertion. Okay. So we go to the fifth one and read. What point is made about clinical guidelines?
Guidelines.
What does it speak about? Clinical guidelines. Okay. Approved, their content must be approved by all relevant staff. Guidelines, are they usually applied by all the relevant staff? When you have a guideline in your hospital, all relevant staff and all the concerned staff will sign under it?
No, Father.
Do you do that?
No.
No. So absolute is there. Always absolutes are
Eliminated.
Eliminated.
They are a set of recommendations rather than regulations. They are recommendations, not regulations. Ignoring them for no reason means zero reason, right?
Yes,
You understand it? What does it mean?
Absolute.
So what happens?
Eliminate.
So what is left?
B is
Only option B.
B.
Okay, if you don't understand no reason is absolute, let's see here. It's important to recognize that clinical guidelines are not mandatory.
Not mandatory.
Not mandatory means will there be punishment?
No.
No.
No. If it is not mandatory, no punishments, no disciplinary action. It is important whenever some expressions like it is important, it is significant, such expressions are there, definitely beware of that. Their answer will be there somewhere around. It's very important. Okay. And also it says, say good practice. Good practice means good practice means it's good to do, not mandatory. It's a good practice to have 2 or 3 liters of water every day. It's a good practice to have more fluid intake. Again, it's reflecting best practice. All this says it is not mandatory. This is a best practice. This is good practice. It's better to do this. So these are recommendations, not regulations. Regulations are mandatory. Recommendations are advice, suggestions. Yeah, and no disciplinary action. Clear, no?
Yes, Father.
See, recommendations, non-mandatory, non-disciplinary action, not must, may. Okay, you may do it or you may not do it. So we get into the last one and read.
6.
The protocol instructs.
Yes,
What is the
Father.
instruction?
Administrative.
Maternity
Administer
staff,
pharynject.
administering. If the medical maternity staff is administering pharynject, what should be done? The instruction is this. What is the instruction? Among these 3 things, one is the instruction. Protocol instructs the maternity staff. First one, temporarily discontinue prescribing iron tablets. Discontinue iron tablets. Temporarily discontinue iron tablets.
Yes,
Then
Father.
next, avoid giving it to
Breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding man.
Giving it means what?
Injection.
Yeah, pharynject, right?
Yes.
Should not give it to breastfeeding women. Be alert for any negative reactions. Pharynject during pregnancy. It is administered. What does it refer to?
Injection.
Pharynject. It is administered. So it is administered to whom?
Breastfeeding woman.
Mother.
Primary.
Where do you have that idea? Breastfeeding woman?
No. Primary. First trimester.
No. Protocol for the use of pharynject during pregnancy. Pharynject has to be given during pregnancy, right?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Yes.
So it is administered by slow. Do you have any problem with any of the instruction options here? When you say already the statement says you are administering it to the pregnant women. So
Option B. Limited.
B is
Breastfeeding woman.
breastfeeding woman.
Is a negative.
yeah, this can be
Eliminated.
eliminated immediately.
Eliminated.
Yes. Oral iron should
Oral
be
iron
avoided for 5 days.
For 5 days
So
after
temporary
the
First 5
discontinuation.
days.
temporary
Yeah,
dis-
5
A is
days
right
is
answer.
synonymous of
Temporary
temporarily.
Temporary.
Discontinue
Option A,
prescribing
father.
iron tablets. Prescribing iron tablets means oral iron
Oral iron.
tablets. So the option is first one, right?
Yes, father.
Yes.
A is
Option
right
And-
answer.
father.
A is right answer. And you see the third one, be alert for any negative reactions. It
Does
says,
not require.
Does not
now you see, temporarily discontinue prescribed iron tablets, oral iron should be avoided for 5 days. Synonymous
5
expression.
days.
Avoid giving it to breastfeeding women. And there is nothing to do with breastfeeding women here, right? Be alert for any negative reactions. Reaction, it does not require any monitoring.
Any monitoring.
Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
father.
father.
No, OET, IELTS, TOEFL, OPT, all these are tricks. You don't require hard work here. You need smart work. You need to understand these techniques. Don't worry, we'll be able to give more and more sessions.
Father, really, Father, we will do that, Father. We will do
Yeah.
that.
Because
your
we need to-
session is your session, father, is like life-saving drug for our OET. So
Really,
we don't want to miss it.
Yes, definitely.
really.
Don't take any stress regarding OET. Just go take it cool and try to learn, enjoy it.
Father, really, Father, we are here to help, Father, for this.
Yeah.
And you are
Yes.
really precious for us. And you are
Yeah.
not collecting one single rupee from
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
aspirants.
Yes.
You are
Father,
really great,
I-
Father.